Hey everyone, hope you're all well and having a lovely day, a lovely week so far. This class will be going live just a few days before Christmas, so if you are practicing it when it's released, then I hope you are having a lovely festive season. And if you're practicing it all the way into the future and it's nowhere near December, I hope you're just having a fab day regardless. So this is going to be a slightly more stretchy vinyasa flow. I feel like my past few classes have been pretty spicy. This one will definitely have a few little moments of burn in there, but overall a bit more of a stretchy, chilled out vibe to it. So if that sounds like something that you're up for, then you can come and meet me on your mat. And we will be getting started today down on our backs. So if you'd like to make your way down, find any shape here that feels comfortable, that feels relaxing. So you can settle into these first few minutes here in stillness. Always encouraged to take any little movements that call to you before you settle into stillness. Little stretches, little wiggles, anything to help you shake off any tension that you might have carried with you onto your mat. Then see if you can really arrive in the present moment. So you've already arrived on your mat in a physical sense, but maybe mentally you're a bit preoccupied, your mind is elsewhere. Knowing that this is the only time that you will ever have this moment right here, right now. So can you use this moment to be present with whatever is alive for you right now? Rather than using the time to think about past events that can't be changed or future events that might never happen. Just connecting to your current reality. Each time that you notice your mind wandering off elsewhere, going down a different pathway, can you reroute your mind back into the present, giving it something to hold on to keep it in the here and now? Whether that's the movement of the breath in and out of the body, maybe sensations in the body, maybe the feeling of the earth beneath you. Whatever it is that anchors you into the here and now. If you're not already, start to follow your breathing. Breathing in and out through the nose, if that works for you, and continuing to do so throughout this practice. So by breathing through the nose, that helps slow down the pace of our breath so it doesn't become too short or shallow. Helps us draw nitric oxide into the bloodstream via the lungs, and that helps with circulation throughout the body to help power us through our practice. Maybe as you observe the breath, you might find that it starts to change. Maybe it becomes a little bit fuller, a bit deeper, a bit smoother. Each breath bringing a little bit more expansion. Each exhale bringing a little bit more relaxation. Maybe engaging Ujjayi breath, making it audible, slight constriction to the back of the throat. Enjoy these final few moments here in stillness before we invite in movement. See if you can establish the connection to your body and to your breath now so that you can carry that with you even as we start to move. Gather both knees into the chest, give them a tight squeeze or a gentle squeeze. Maybe move them around in circles, keeping them together or taking them away from one another. Mobilizing through the hips, notice how open or how tight your hips are feeling today. Use that to inform how you move through this practice. Now keep hold of the right knee, extend the left leg long. Maybe find some circles through the ankle, maybe pull the knee up and in towards the shoulder, then across the chest. Bring the arms into a cactus shape, palms face up. Let the right knee drop out to the side, sole of the foot meets the left inner thigh, supine tree pose. And just as if you were standing on the left leg, can you activate the left leg, point the toes up towards the ceiling, push the back of the leg down into the mat here. Then without using the arms, can you send the right knee over towards the left-hand side, landing in a twist? As soon as you feel the right shoulder start to lift, that's the point where you stop. So prioritize keeping the shoulders grounded rather than worrying about reaching the knee to the mat. Now alternate between those two shapes. Open out into tree. Roll it over into your twist. Maybe you find with each repetition your range of motion increases as things start to open up. Next time you roll back through center, plant the sole of the right foot on the floor, knee stays bent. Cross left ankle over the top of the right knee, supine pigeon. Without using the hands, can you energetically think about pushing the left knee away from you towards the top left corner of the mat? Extend the arms down by your sides, press the palms into the earth. Inhale, lift the hips, figure four bridge. Exhale, lower. 2 more times, breathe in, breathe out. Last time, lift and hold. Keep the hips lifted, uncross the left leg, extend it up towards the ceiling. Take 5 little pulses with the hips. Cross the ankle back over, lower the hips to the earth, then lift the right foot, extend the right leg up towards the ceiling. Again, just using the strength and engagement of the legs to draw them in closer rather than using the hands. Keep the legs in the same configuration. Rock yourself up to seated. Ankle is crossed over the knee, arms reach forward. Now drop the sole of the left foot to the floor, twist to the left hand side, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Lifting and lengthening the spine a little bit higher with each breath in. Spiraling a little bit further into the twist with each breath out. Spin back to face forward, let the left ankle cross over the right ankle, reach the arms up, breathe in. Fold down over the legs, breathe out. Prioritize length in the spine rather than worrying about the depth of the fold here. Let the upper body be soft, release tension from the shoulders. Roll yourself back upright on the wave of your next breath in. Plant the hands behind the hips, fingers point forward. Then inhale, reverse plank. Exhale, drop the hips and lift the legs away from the earth. Drop the heels, lift the hips, lower the hips, lift the heels. One more of each. Big breath in. Big breath out. Drop the legs down, reach the arms forward, keep the ankles crossed as you slowly lower all the way onto the back. Ankles stay crossed, draw knees into chest, catch hold of the opposite edges of the feet here. A little rock, a little sway is welcome. Keep pressing the lower back down into the mat. Unravel the legs, extend the right, pull the left knee in. Take a few breaths, explore movement through the hip, the knee, the ankle. Arms into cactus, left leg drops into your supine tree pose. And again, imagine like that right foot is stamped onto the floor. Drawing the toes back towards your face, tensing through the quad, lifting the kneecap. Then hands free, send the left knee over to the right, land in your twist, keeping the shoulders grounded. Open it back out through to your tree. Wave it over to your twist. Back to tree, then just keep it going. Find a rhythm and a pace that suits you. Keep connected to the flow of the breath as you flow through the body. Next time you roll back through center, plant the left foot on the mat, cross right ankle over the left knee, reclined pigeon pose. Energetically drawing the right leg away from you without using the hands. Place the hands beside the hips. Inhale, bridge pose. Exhale, lower. 2 more, breathe in. Breathe out. Last time, lift and hold. Extend the right leg up towards the ceiling. Pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross the ankle once again. Drop the hips, lift the left foot, extend the leg straight. Can you think about pulling the left leg in towards you, hands not there, pushing the right leg away from you, engaging the legs to do so. Legs stay in this arrangement as you rock up to seated figure 4 through the legs. Reach the arms forward, plant the right foot on the earth, then twist over to the right hand side. Lifting and lengthening the spine with your inhale. Spiraling into the twist with your exhale. One more big inhale. Big exhale. Turn to face forward. Right ankle crosses over the left ankle. Hands behind the hips. Inhale, reverse plank. Exhale, drop the hips. Lift the legs, lower the legs, lift the hips, lower the hips, lift the legs. Last time, breathe in, breathe out. Now we'll forward fold over the legs because I forgot to do it before. So inhale, lift the arms high. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Maybe you find that this time you can get a little bit deeper into the fold now that we've already done this once. Roll yourself back upright, then all the way down onto the back. Catch hold of the opposite edges of the feet. A little rock, a little sway. Uncross the ankles, catch the back of the thighs, rock yourself up into a boat pose, find the balance. Roll all the way back down. Rock up, balance, roll it down. Last time, rock up and pause. Reach the fingertips forward. Tap the big toes to the earth. Lift, lower, lift. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross the ankles. Find your cross-legged seat. Take a moment to check in with your posture. Think about the hips grounding into the earth, then the ribs lifting up and away from the hips, shoulders melting down away from the ears, slight tuck of the chin to lengthen through the back of the neck. Now inhale, cactus the arms, open through the chest. Exhale, round the spine, press the hands in front of you. Inhale, open, expand. Exhale, contract and round. Last time, big breath in. Big breath out, hinge forward and pause. Without using the hands, can you switch the cross of the legs? Then release the hands to the earth, fold down. Maybe have a little sway from side to side here, feeling into the hips. Keep the hands planted on the floor in front of you. Roll onto the knees, uncross the ankles, arrive in your tabletop. Readjusting, so the shoulders are over the wrists, hips over knees. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, look forwards. Exhale, press the floor away, round through the spine. Now keep it going, working through your cat-cow. And can you really find the movement all the way from the crown of the head to the tip of the tailbone? So not just going up and down, up and down. Think about dropping the belly, pointing the tailbone up, drawing the shoulders back, pushing the heart forwards, lifting the chin. Then rounding the lower back, the middle back, drawing the navel in, shoulder blades apart, chin to chest. Like a wave, moving up and down the entire length of the spine. Maybe find the movement in a different direction, moving side to side, round in circles, anything that feels good to mobilize through your spine. Spiral your way back to a neutral tabletop. Tuck under the toes, lift the knees to hover, keeping one long line from crown to tail. Big inhale, big exhale. Now the next place we meet is a forward fold at the top of the mat. You can either step there or take a little jump. Bend the knees when you arrive, pedal out the legs, have a little sway. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. 2 more, lift and lengthen, breathe in. Fold and deepen, breathe out. Last time, inhale and exhale. Bring the fingertips to the earth if they're not there already. Inhale, lift the left leg to the height of the hip. Then see if you can tap the left toes to the left wrist. Inhale, kick the leg back. Exhale, tap. Let's do 3. Last 2. Last 1. Now kick the left leg behind you and take a big step back. Drop the knee, reach the arms up, landing in your low lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, cactus the arms, squeeze them in towards the ribs. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reach the arms forward. Exhale, cactus, bend the front knee. Inhale, reach, active half split. Exhale, cactus lunge. Let's do 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's inhale into our active half splits and pause here. Using the strength of the core to keep yourself hovering above that front leg. Take another big inhale and big exhale. Back into your lunge, bend the knee, cactus the arms, bring the hands to interlace behind the lower back, squeeze the palms of the hands and the shoulder blades in towards one another. Big breath in. Humble warrior as you breathe out, lowering the right shoulder towards the inside of the knee. Don't let the right knee collapse out to the side. Keep squeezing the knee in towards the shoulder. All the way back up to your lunge with your next inhale. Fingertips frame the front foot. Lift the back leg to the height of the hips, standing split as you exhale. Bring the hands to heart center, warrior 3. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more inhale. Release the fingertips, release the foot, forward fold as you exhale. Take a moment to observe any differences between the legs here. Maybe you've built a little bit of heat in the back of the right hamstring. Noticing the effects of the movement on the body, the effects of the movement on your breath. Halfway lift, flat back. Release, forward fold. 2 more, lift and lengthen, breath in. Fold and deepen, breath out. 1 more, big inhale. Big exhale. Fingertips to the floor, ground through the left foot, lift the right leg, then tap the toes towards the wrist. Lift, tap, lift, and tap. Just 2 more. Now lift the leg, step it all the way back into your low lunge. Sweep the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Breathe in. Cactus the arms, breathe out. Inhale, hinge forward, straighten the front leg. Exhale, cactus and bend the knee. Inhale, active half splits. Exhale, cactus lunge. Keep it going. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hinge it forwards and hold. Can you reach the fingertips even further forwards, but keep space between the ears and the shoulders? Big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale, lunge, sweep the arms behind the back. Maybe find the opposite interlace, the one that feels a little bit weird. Sink the hips down, push the heart up. Then maybe humble your warrior, working the shoulder to the inside of the knee. Push the knee into the shoulder into the knee, engage through the leg. Wave the spine back upright on the wave of your next breath in. Fingertips frame the front foot. Lift the right leg back behind you. Maybe hands come to heart center, Virabhadrasana 3 for a full inhale. Full exhale. 1 more breath in. Release the breath. Release into your fold. Folding over the legs, bending, straightening. Noticing differences between each side, or maybe they feel a bit more similar now. Option to stay here in your fold, or come onto the fingertips once again and see if you can lift the heels and come onto your tippy toes. Then lower the heels back down. 4 more like that. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 2 more times. Drop the heels down. Let's all inhale all the way up to standing, Urdhva Hastasana. Press the hands to heart center, find your Tadasana. Standing onto the right foot, draw the left knee up and in towards the chest. Bring the hands to interlace around the knee. Using that grip around the shins to help you draw the shoulders down and back and push the chest forwards. Now keep that space across the chest as you open the right arm all the way back behind you, finding a twist. Bring the right hand back onto the knee. Open the left arm back out behind you. Bring the hand back onto the knee. 1 more each way, open to the right. Bring it back. Open to the left. Bring it back. Now right hand onto right hip, open the left knee out to the side, then deliver the foot either to the ankle, calf or inner thigh, finding Vriksasana, tree pose. Inhale, reach both arms up if you feel steady. Exhale, twist to the left, place the right hand on the left thigh, wrap the left arm behind the back, maybe look over the left shoulder towards the back of the room. Come back through center with the arms, reach them up. Now find standing pigeon, sliding the left ankle onto the top of the right knee, bending into the knees, sinking the hips low. Inhale here. Exhale, cactus the arms, squeeze them in towards the ribs. Inhale, squeeze the left knee into the chest, reach the arms up. Exhale, step the left foot back, hinge the upper body forward, finding a power lunge. Step back onto the right foot, knee to chest, breathe in. Exhale, cactus the arms, pigeon the leg. Inhale, knee to chest, arms up. Exhale, power lunge. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, cactus pigeon. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, power lunge. Let's do that 1 more time. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, sink it down. Inhale, squeeze in. Exhale, step back into your power lunge and hold. Maybe lift the right heel. Lower, lift, lower for 3, 2, and 1. Drop the right heel, spin the left heel flat, finding warrior 1 legs. Bring the hands to interlace behind the back, shoulders down and back, palms press, then humble your warrior. Right elbow, right shoulder to the inside of the knee. Keep tucking the right hip in, so notice if it's flaring out to the right hand side. Can you keep it aligned through center? Keep the arms as they are. Inhale, come all the way back up. Big step onto the right leg, keeping the bind behind the back. Bound warrior 3. Release the clasp of the hands, lower the right hand down, reach the left arm up, find Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Reach the left arm to the front of the room, breathe in. Bend the left elbow and the left knee, maybe they tap, breathe out. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap. Let's do 3. Last 2. And 1. Squeeze the knee in. Can you bring the left hand onto the knee? Keep that grip, come up to standing. Reach the right arm up and just hold the left leg out to the side. So it's like tree pose, but not actually making contact. Keep the leg hovering, release the hand, sweep it up to the ceiling. Step the left toes off and behind the right hand side of the mat, finding a curtsy lunge. Catch hold of the left wrist with the right fingertips, lean over to the right hand side. Inhale here, bend deeply into both knees as you exhale. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, bend. Let's do 3. Last 2. And 1. Bring yourself back upright. Step the left leg behind the right leg. Couldn't work out which leg was which there. So right ankle is crossed in front of the left ankle. Inhale, reach both arms up. Release the clasp of the wrist. Exhale, forward fold over both legs. Find as much of a bend through the knees as feels good. Said this was going to be quite a stretchy class, and I feel like it just got quite spicy, but I'll make sure that the title and the description are accurate, so hopefully it meets expectations here. Keep the right hand down, open the left arm up, find a twist. You might find that that brings a little bit of challenge to the balance here. Lower the left hand back down. Now, can you keep the ankles crossed in front of one another? And then maybe find a cross ankle crow pose. Bringing the knees onto the backs of the arms, maybe lifting the feet, keeping them crossed. Always welcome to find a regular crow pose if that's in your practice as well. Then option to find a jump back, uncrossing the ankles as you land with bent arms in chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, first downward facing dog of the practice, so let's enjoy it. Take a few breaths to pedal it out, have a little sway from side to side. Move the hips, move the shoulders. Take one more big inhale and big exhale. Inhale, bend the knees, press the chest back. Exhale, step, hop, jump, float. Make your way to the top of the mat. Then again, option to come onto fingertips and then shift the weight just into the tiptoes, lifting the heels. Lower back down, maybe do 4 more. Lift, lower for 3, for 2, and 1. Drop the heels. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana. Standing onto the left foot. Pull the right knee into the chest. Again, the weight of the leg in the hands to help you draw the shoulders down and push the chest forwards. Right hand stays on the knee. Inhale, open the left arm out behind you. Exhale, bring it forwards. Inhale, right arm back. Exhale, place it back on the knee. One more each way. Inhale, left. Exhale, forward. Inhale, right. Exhale, forward. Now left hand, left hip. Open the right knee out, then deliver the foot wherever it lands, just avoiding the knee as you find your tree pose. Maybe the arms elevate up to the ceiling. Maybe you twist to the right, left hand onto the right thigh, right arm behind the back. Keep the legs the same, release from the twist, arms up. Then cross right ankle over left knee, bend the knee, sink the hips low, standing pigeon. Inhale here, exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, knee to chest, arms up. Exhale, power lunge, step the leg, hinge the torso. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, cactus pigeon. Inhale, staff. Exhale, power lunge. Keep it going. Breathe in, knee to chest. Exhale, sink and bend. Inhale, squeeze in. Exhale, step back. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale. Big breath in. Big breath out, power lunge, pause, lift the left heel, lower, lift, lower for 3, 2, and 1. Reach the arms up, spin the back heel down to the floor, finding warrior one legs. Arms behind the back, opposite interlace if you can remember the way you did before. Drop down into the hips, then lower, shoulder to the inside of the knee, keeping the hips and the knee in the center line, not flaring out to the side. Big, slow, steady, deep breaths. Come all the way back upright. Keep the clasp of the hands as you step onto the left leg, lifting the right leg into your bound Virabhadrasana 3. One long line from crown of head down to the right heel. Left hand down, right arm up, open the hips, open the chest to the right hand side. Ardha Chandrasana. Inhale, reach the right arm forward. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Let's do 3. Last 2. And 1. Bend the knee, catch the knee with the hand. Maybe you can keep hold of the knee as you come up to stand. Left arm up. Right knee out to the side, hovering tree pose. Keep the legs the same, reach both arms up. Step the right toes off the left hand side of the mat, curtsy lunge. Catch the right wrist, lean to the left hand side. Inhale here. Exhale, bend both knees. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Back up, step the back foot behind the front foot, cross the ankles, inhale. Fold down over both legs as you release your exhale. Left hand stays down, right arm opens up, find your twist. Release from the twist, plant both hands, then once again you have the option of a cross ankle crow pose. Then wherever you're at, we'll all meet in down dog. Step, jump, float back. A few big breaths to reset when you arrive in downward dog. Movement or stillness is welcome. Now walk the hands and the feet to meet one another in the center of the mat. Come onto the tiptoes, lift the heels and sit down into a toe balance. Maybe bringing the hands to your heart here. Find one long line from crown to tail here, stacking the shoulders over the hips. Then maybe without using the hands, you can sit yourself down and place the feet on the floor in front of you. Knees are bent, soles of the feet are planted. Bring the hands onto the floor behind you. Keep the right foot down. Cross left ankle over right knee, seated pigeon pose. Fingertips point forwards. Inhale, lift the hips, reverse table. Exhale, drop. 2 more, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last time, lift and hold. Maybe lift the left leg up towards the ceiling. Pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Recross the ankle, sit back down. Maybe start to walk the right foot in even closer, pushing the chest towards the legs. You can turn the hands to point backwards if that feels better now. Keep the left leg engaged, flexing the toes back towards the knee. Keep the chest broad and spacious. Let the sole of the left foot start to drop over onto the floor, over to the right hand side. Wrap right arm around left knee, finding Ardha Matsyendrasana, your twist. Keep the right leg as it is, unravel the left leg and bring the left knee towards the sole of the right foot, finding this 90-90 shape through the legs. Hands at heart center or hands on the mat for support. See if you can lift the hips away from the earth. Then slowly and with control, drop the hips back down. 2 more times, lift and lower. Last time, lift and hold. If you want to add a heart opener, lower the left hand anywhere it lands on the back of the left leg. Reach the right arm up and over. Think about pushing the hips forward, pushing the heart up towards the ceiling. Slowly release from the heart opener, drop the hips back down to the earth and then fold down over the right leg. Maybe stack the hands, making a little pillow to rest the head on. Slowly wave the spine back upright. Bring the sole of the left foot onto the floor now and cross the right ankle over the left knee. Fingertips point forwards, shoulders stacked above the wrists as you inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more, big breath in. Big breath out. Last time, inhale. hold at the top. Maybe lift the right leg and find pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the ankle, drop the hips. Turn the fingertips in any other direction that feels good. Walk the left foot in closer if that feels good. Energetically think about pushing the right leg away from you. Now let the sole of the right foot roll onto the floor over at the left-hand side. Give the right knee a little hug with the left arm. Release from the twist, bring the right knee towards the sole of the left foot, 90-90 with the legs, hands at heart center. Lift the hips, kneel on the shins, sit yourself back down. Lift and lower. Last time, lift and hold. Maybe right hand finds the back of the right leg and left arm reaches up and over behind you. Slowly with control, sit yourself back down. Let the torso melt down over your front left leg. Roll the spine back upright, swing the right ankle to cross in front of the left ankle, plant the hands, step or jump back through a chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal it out, have a sway, check in with how the hips are feeling. Inhale, wave it forwards, high plank. Exhale, lower all the way onto the belly. Lift the hands to hover above the mat, finding cactus with the arms. Maybe lift the legs away from the mat as well. This is our last little bit of heat building. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Let's do 3. Squeeze. Last 2. Bend and lift. One more time. Pause with your cactus arms. Hold. Lift the chest a little bit higher. Lift the legs a little bit higher. Squeeze everything up and in. Take one more big inhale. Release the legs. Release the head. Stack the hands. Make a little pillow to rest the head on. Give the hips a little wiggle, maybe bend into the knees and find some windshield wipers with the legs. Lift the head away from the hands, place the hands beside the ribs, press yourself back to sit on the shins. Then either sit to one side and swing the legs around in front of you, or you can bring the hands into fists, place the fists either side of the legs, and maybe you can lift and swing the legs out in front of you, just an option. Shimmy yourself a little bit closer to the front of the mat, reach the arms forward. Slow motion, start to lower down towards the earth. When you get a few inches above the mat, pause and hover and hold. Lift yourself all the way back up. Let's do 2 more like that. Lower down to hover. Pause and hold and breathe. Lift all the way back up. Last time, let's lower down to hover, pause, big inhale. Release all the way onto your back as you release your exhale. Hug the knees into the chest, give them another nice tight squeeze. Then extend both the arms and the legs up towards the ceiling. Circle out through the ankles and the wrists, point and flex, any little stretches, little wiggles. Now keep the legs as they are, but place the hands either side of you. Don't worry, we're not doing core work, just spending a few minutes with our legs up in the air. If you've got a wall, you can take yourself over to a wall, rest the heels on the wall. Find a micro bend through the knees, keep the lower back in contact with the mat here. Reversing the effects of gravity on the flow of blood in our legs. Helping with lymphatic drainage, helping with circulation. Shifting us into parasympathetic nervous system activity, our rest, digest and relax. If you are up against a wall, find your way back onto your mat. Catch the right knee into the chest, let the left heel drop onto the mat, straight out in front. Right arm out wide, right leg over to the left hand side, land in a supine twist. If you've got a favourite variation of a twist, you're more than welcome to switch it up, take something different here. Roll back through centre, then swap it out. Catch the left knee, extend the right. Left knee to the right, left arm out wide. With every inhale, can you feel the intensification of the stretch? Send a big expansive breath into the left side of the body. And with every exhale, can you feel yourself unwinding, relaxing, releasing a little bit more tension? Roll yourself back through centre, give the knees one last little squeeze into the chest. Then release into your version of Shavasana, whatever shape down on your back feels comfortable, that feels relaxing, so you can spend these final few minutes in stillness. And if you're tempted to end the video here, I would just gently encourage you to grace your body with a moment of rest, knowing that the stillness is just as valuable and important and nourishing as the movement. We've challenged our bodies and brought about physical changes, and now this might be a bit of a challenge for your mind, and you'll cultivate some mental changes. Maybe shifting into a state of peacefulness, a state of relaxation, a sense of presence that you can carry with you into the rest of your day when you leave your mat. If you would like to stay in your Shavasana for longer, that's always encouraged by me. If you are ready to move on, start to invite movement back in, a little stretch, a little wiggle. Any movements that call to you, it doesn't need to look a certain way, just focus on whatever movement feels good. Your body likely knows what it needs. Focusing on feeling rather than on thinking. Eventually find yourself back up to a comfortable seated position where we'll finish our practice together. Maybe keep the eyes closed for these final few moments if that feels comfortable. Let's finish our practice with a moment of gratitude. So all year round really, but especially at this time of year that I'm filming at, there's such a focus on material possessions and having things. Let's take a moment to be grateful simply for our lives, the fact that we are alive, we're moving through this earth, our bodies for the things that they are capable of, our bodies for moving us through this practice, for all the people that we have in our lives that we get to share our life with, for the time and the space that we're living in and that we had to practice in today. Anything else that you want to reflect on that you feel grateful for, you can do that now. For the rest of your day, I hope that you think peaceful thoughts, I hope you speak peaceful words, and I hope you feel peace in your heart. Thank you so much for choosing to share your practice with me today. I hope you loved it. If you did, please leave a comment letting me know what you thought. I love reading all of your comments. Give me any feedback, any questions, any requests, anything you feel like saying. Subscribe so that hopefully you can practice with me again very soon, and give the video a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. But more importantly than that is that you have a wonderful day. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay well. Bye bye.